We are so ready for this. Hi, I'm Nick Shell with Family Friendly Daddy Blog. You know my story. I took my heritage DNA test. It revealed that my mother, who's half Italian and half Mexican, yet my results showed I was not Italian at all. I was 0% Italian, and instead I was more Spanish than anything on that Italian side. So you can imagine my mom, who's half Italian, decided, let's take a test for myself and find out if the results show the same for her, that she's mostly Spanish and not Italian at all. We just got the email. This is a live feed. We don't know what it's going to say. We're going to find out together all right now. Here we go. So I'll hold the laptop, and then we're going to look at this together, and we'll say out loud. I'll read out loud what they are. I'm excited.
I don't know what to expect. Really don't know what to expect.
View DNA results. Here we go. It's opening it up. Are you Italian according to MyHeritage DNA test?
I have chill bumps on. look at my arms.
59 years old, right? If you're gonna 59. Find out. Okay, here we go. Here it goes. It's loading. Do you think you're Italian? Gina,
yes.
You are.
Yes, I think I am.
32.9 Central American, which you're half Mexican, so that makes sense. 22% Iberian, which is Spanish, Portuguese, so that's over half. Here's the rest of you. Jewish, 15.2%. Sephardic Jewish North African.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is
11.7 West Asian. We're going to have to look that up and see what that even is.
Emotional now. This really is emotional. I'm Jewish.
And then 18.2% 5 or more ethnicities.
Oh my goodness.
Got some questions on that already. We're going to now view the full ethnicity estimate. So
wow,
15%.
I'm Jewish.
So
I'm Jewish.
So that meant Papa was like nearly a third Jewish, according to this.
Wow. Oh,
so what you'd always heard,
it was
according
true.
to this.
I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh my goodness! Wow.
But it's funny because it said that I'm not Jewish at all, and that I'm not that I'm actually Middle Eastern. So it's really strange to me. I don't understand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to all supported ethnicities, and it's going to show exactly what percentage of each of these that this test says that you are. So now we're going to look this up. You've got different results than me.
Oh my word.
Okay, so we're going to do a breakdown, starting with Europe.
Woo. South
Europe, you're 30. It says that altogether European, you're 36.9%. Of South Europe, you're 22% Iberian, which is Spanish and Portuguese.
Wow.
So about not quite a quarter, but a little more than the fifth of Spanish, which makes sense because you're half Mexican. Makes sense.
Wow.
But check this out. You're 7.8% Greek and only 4.5% Italian, according to this.
Wow.
So you're supposed to be closer to half, and it's showing you're only a tenth of what you thought you were. According to this, you're 4.5% Italian.
Wow.
Moving on to East Europe, it's showing that you're 2% Baltic, which is that other part of Europe that and mine showed up the same thing for Baltic. Askiensa Jewish, none. Northern or Western Europe, which is like Great Britain, none of that, which that's what we expected. Now moving on to America, you're 32.9% Central American, which your mother's half Mexican, so a third of you is basically Mayan Aztec.
Wow.
According to this.
Wow. Grandma showed up again.
Okay, now let's go to Africa. So you're Sephardic Jewish, which is a Jewish strain that comes from North Africa, which it's funny because mine showed up as Middle Eastern, but yours is showing up Jewish, 15%. Wow. All right, moving on to Africa, but West Africa, it shows you're 2% West African. So, African.
Wow.
And then we're going to Asia, and it's showing West Asia, 11.7% West Asian. And then we go down to East Asia, though. You're 0% East Asian and 0% South Asian. And then Middle Eastern, here it is. You're 1.3% Middle Eastern, and mine...
That comes out exactly right, doesn't it, from yours?
Yeah.
That's double, right?
Yeah, mine was 0.8.
Wow.
So you're definitely Middle Eastern, which means Papa would have been like 2.5%. But there's your 100%. So that's what you are. In this 5 minutes of this video, we've learned all of this. So... you're a little bit Italian, but you're more Jewish than you are Italian,
Wow.
according to this.
My Uncle Santo knew what he was talking about.
And then
Wow.
this thing about West Asian, we're gonna have to investigate exactly what constitutes that. So we've got some more research to do, and I'll do that later on. But so just for the record, let's do a quick review. You are the main things that jump out at me. You're 22% Iberian, which is Spanish Portuguese. 7.8% Greek, which you've always been told that.
Always been told.
But only 4.5% Italian, according to this.
Yeah, and I thought I was close to 50%.
So Papa's family came from Italy, spoke Italian names, but they were a mix of other stuff. And the Metello name was more of a placeholder for all the other stuff. But to consider that the Jewish part of you was always, you were 3 times more Jewish than you have been Italian. But that Jewish came from North Africa, so that's another thing I want to investigate and find out how much, where the exact sources are. So let's shut this down. That is that. How do you feel?
Wow. Wow, how do I feel? It's good to know, once and for all. Always hearing that we were Jewish. And then just finding out for sure. Wow, I'm excited about that.
So you're not disappointed then?
No, not at all disappointed. I'm excited to find out these results.
Are you disappointed that you're not more Italian?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You're more Jewish than you are Italian.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of that. And I'm Jewish. Wow, no wonder, we have God's favor on us. I mean, you always hear, God's chosen people. We are. We are. I mean, we are. I always felt like we had God's favor. Like we were, I just always felt that way. And wow, no wonders. I mean, because I have Jewish blood.
It's funny because people have watched videos of us together and said that we don't even look Italian to begin with. Most people, hardly anyone agreed that we even look Italian at all. They said, you look more Spanish than anything. And you are. It shows that you are more Spanish basically than anything. But then there's Jewish too. So there you go. That's the real deal. And that helps give us closure. Now granted, her test definitely showed stuff that mine didn't. So it's not that these tests, in my opinion, are 100% accurate, but they can give us a good glimpse of what we speculate is true. You knew you were half Mexican and half Italian. It largely backed that up. My test wasn't 100% congruent with yours because, again, it didn't show I was Jewish or Italian at all, but its other things did match up. So you take it with a grain of salt and know that it mainly adds up, and there's going to be more in your family history than you realized. That yes, we're Italian, but there are a lot of other people in the mix, and they just happen to meet up in Italy, or that's where they moved from. They kept the name, they had the language, but they were a mosaic of other things when they got there.
Wow, I'm happy, I'm excited, and this is so good to know. And I guess just having that question mark after your DNA test result came back, this really made me feel like, well, what am I? After especially thinking that I was Mexican and Italian. So wow, so there is the Italian blood in there.
Yeah.
But less than 5%, right? 4.5, I think it's at.
Yeah, but that's more than but that basically kind of backs up what we always speculated. And it goes back to what you'd been told your whole life. They were right. Even though there was no written document of this, all the speculation that you would pass on to me, according to your test, was actually true.
Wow.
You're just less Italian. You're not half Italian. You're 4.5% Italian, according to this test. All right, that's it. Thanks for being a part of this. Feel free to tell your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing what other people have to say about you as the outsider. How do you perceive how things went today? Thanks for watching.